Patrick Evison. So Patrick has joined us as an alumni of the BCom accounting program. He's also studied the MAC program at NUI Galway, and now he's working in audit in the PwC office here in Galway, specialising in asset management and investment funds. So Patrick, if you're there and can turn on your camera and your mic, and perhaps if you can just share some of your experience as an alumni with us, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, can you hear me actually okay?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thanks, Patrick.
Brilliant. Hi everyone, so good evening. It's kind of hard to follow in greatness after showing those people. But anyways, I'll do my best. So as Aisling was saying, firstly, my name is Patrick. I'm a graduate of the BCom accounting program at NUI Galway, and also I did an MAC, which is a master's program in accounting at Galway as well. So I suppose the first thing just to say is, why did I choose accounting? Because I know a lot of you are coming up with that decision of what to put down in your CAO form. So for me, I had an interest in numbers, and I had a very strong interest in business. So naturally, the natural progression was going to be towards accounting. I suppose from when I was looking at courses and why I chose NUI Galway specifically, I was very intrigued by the class size. So I really enjoyed the smaller types of class sizes that we have that NUI Galway offer on the BCom accounting program. The class sizes are around average about 35 people. And I actually like that small interaction. You get to know you get to know the lecturers, you get a lot of interaction with your peers as well. And there's also leads to a lot of group work, and you genuinely become a very close and well-knit class. So then, because I can see an awful lot of the questions coming through, so in my third year of study, I actually did a half year abroad. So I went to upstate New York in Buffalo for the first 4 months to December. And I went to college over there, so I studied for 4 months. And then when I came back to Ireland in January, I was lucky enough to receive an internship at PwC for 6 months in the Dublin office. So I went there for 6 months in PwC, had a great time, and then eventually got offered a full-time contract, full-time graduate contract from PwC with a sponsored master's program as well. So PwC and offer sponsored master's program, where basically there's supports throughout the master's program in the form of monetary supports, and also in the form of workshops and various items like that. So I suppose, because I can see again some of the questions that come through. So in terms of the subject, so obviously in the BCom accounting, the only kind of prerequisite is that your accounting knowledge, it should be pretty high. I think it's in the old system anyway, it was a C1 that you needed, a minimum of C1 to get in. But this was back in the day, so I know the point system has changed. And then the other side of it, then, that in the only difference between the BCom accounting and the BCom is that in the first year, the accounting modules are a little bit more difficult than compared to the normal commerce modules. But in general, the BCom accounting class and most of the other modules, you'll be in the same class. You'll be in the same classes with all the other commerce students as well. So that's the only difference. And then obviously, as you progress into the years, you would specialize specifically into accounting, given your degree. So then, just to mention on the work side then, so I went into PwC 2 years ago now. So it feels like a long time. And as Aisling was saying, I work in the audit side in the Galway office in PwC. So we have a reasonably new office as of last year. It's a fantastic company to work for, really positive. And also there's fantastic opportunities in there to not only improve yourself as an accountant, but also to explore other areas of interest. So for example, I'm currently working with PwC UK on talking with developing consultant clients that we would have, for example, some English Premier League football clubs, and we also have other clients like rugby clients as well. So there's consultancy work in that, so basically going in and liaising with the accounting bodies in there. So that's very interesting. And then the other side of it as well is that when you get into PwC, I know this is a very strong follow-on, but if you want to become, if you're thinking, all right, that I want to be an accountant, PwC will, as part of the graduate contract, pay for your professional qualifications as well, for your ACA qualifications of accounting. So I recently qualified from that, so woohoo. So I think that's generally it. As I said, NUI Galway couldn't recommend it more highly. Fantastic college lecturers, absolutely brilliant, very knowledgeable, really approachable. And as I said, the class size for me as part of the BCom accountant was the big kind of game changer for me. And yeah, I loved my 5 years there, and I wish I could go back.
Thanks so much, Patrick. And it's fantastic hearing this peer-to-peer review, because we hear different tidbits and different stories from different students and alumni. So it's really important, you know, to share your voice and for the students to hear from your perspective. So thanks so much for joining us this evening.